Lots going on here at my house. So hopefully you're having had a great Thanksgiving weekend. Let's get into some Mobility Monday. So Jackson's with me today. Jax, come here. The plumber just got here, going upstairs to put in some drains. So he's a little bit out of sorts. But anyway, I'm glad to be here with you. Let's start with a wide stance. And we're just gonna work hinge. So we're working a nice, easy hip hinge. It doesn't need to be extreme. This is Monday. We're just getting started, right? So all 10 toes on the ground and just pushing the hips back, keep the chest up. Nice, easy, like that's still loading the back line. So we don't need to go too far. We don't need to be extreme. We're just doing a little mobility, right? Easy, easy hinge, nice and easy. Good, and then we can change that a little bit with a little thoracic spine. So we're just gonna hinge and then reach right, come back. Hinge, reach left. And you drop into it with your shoulder. Hinge, hinge. And through these reaches, we start to get a little bit of hip decoupling. And that has been a big topic. I've talked to a lot of people this weekend. A lot of people with lots of questions about how can I really set the stage for 2025? And a lot of that is just understanding your body better and seeing where the opportunities are. So just by adding thoracic spine rotation and having that work together in conjunction with your pelvis, decoupling, you're gonna just start to open up possibilities. Jax. So we're just gonna reach and rotate. Not trying to do anything with the pelvis, it's just naturally happening. Sometimes the best thing happens when we just let go, right? Side to side, good. Now a little bit of adductor. I wanna start that on the half kneeling position. So we're taking the lower leg out of it, the ankle, and all we're doing is just a nice, easy movement. Is this flexibility? Yes. Is it, mobility is more under neurological control, right? So I'm moving into a range and out of a range. Consciously, instead of holding it. But there's nothing wrong with both, and actually knowing where both of those things fit is probably more important than, poo-pooing one or the other. Everything can come together in a really, really good way. All right, adductors out to the side, pull the ribs off the hips, nice big lift, posture, head position, and just nice, easy loading of that adductor. Yeah, here we go, December. This is just such a good time. My premium group this week, this is a big week of heavy lifting. We've been going 1 time a week heavy, and then we went 2 times a week heavy, and this week we're actually gonna go 3 times heavy. And then we'll back that off. So periodized programming is all about the application of intensity and force into the body. We're gonna go 1 more time each side in a systematic and organized way. And that's why having somebody kind of drive the training and organize it for you is kind of smart. So you wanna get the intensity and the volume and the frequency really in line, especially in the off season, so that when we start bringing in, let's hit the other side, when we start bringing back higher volumes of training and higher intensity in the training, we can really make the appropriate adjustments in the strength program. So just nice and easy with the adductor, and good. So now that we spent a little bit of time there, just opening up and getting the adductors online, we're gonna be able to focus on the abductors, the opposing side. So that's where we glide, nice and easy. You get a little bit of a tug on the adductor, but you get activation of the glute here. And we can start to add those reaches as well. So if you glide left, we're gonna reach right, glide right, we're gonna reach left. And just turn through the thoracic spine, nice and easy. side, and side. And we should be able to hold there, and that is a very stable and strong side. And then we hold here, and that's a very stable and strong side. Now we're going to reach the foot. So start to increase that range of motion through the hips. Starting to feel that through the SI joint a lot more. And that's something that we come to expect. We want to be able to move freely through the SI joint. Good and good. All right, let's go ahead and take it onto the back. We're going to work on those adductors again. This time it'll be in an activation. So we're going to set an anchor down low, knees together, toes together, heels apart. Those of you that have been with me for a while know that I am a big fan of foundation training and Dr. Eric Goodman. And that is really about anchoring the pelvis with the adductors, lengthening the abductors, the external rotators of the hips as well, using that lower body anchor. So knees together, toes together, heels apart. Pull the toes towards the shins. Push through the heels. We add more load to the back line of the body. Float the hands to the height of the heart. And then reach all the way over the head. And keep the thumbs 8 to 10 inches off the ground. We don't want to drive your spine into too much extension. So just reach the fingertips far away from the sternum and the breastbone. You can also go as far as to think from the pubic bone through the fingertips. Create as much space as you can. Sometimes that makes you want to walk your shoulders away from your hips as well. And from right there, we're just going to hold that nice long body position. Fingertips strong together. Knees strong together, toes pulling back towards the shins. Couple of big breaths, and good. All right, take those knees up a little bit higher. We're going to wrap the left leg around the right. And we're wrapping pretty tight, so you shouldn't be able to reach between the thighs, right? And we're just going to rotate to the left. So we've got the left leg over the right, and we're rotating to the left. And from right there, we're going to take the right arm and reach it over the head. And we're getting even more space between the ribs and the hips. Decompression of the spine. Nice and long here. There we go. And we come back. And then we're going to go right leg wrapped around the left leg nice and tight. And then we're going to rotate to the right. And then we're going to, Jax, you're okay. Take that arm all the way up and around. Good boy, Jackson. You're okay. Nice big reach. And you want that whole lateral line. A lot of times you'll hear me talk about the back line of the body. That goes all the way from the plantar fascia, through the calves, through the hamstrings, through the glutes, through the back muscles, all the way through the neck and right to the forehead, around the skull. Let's wrap the left leg around the right again. We've already been here one time. We're rotating to the left. The left leg is kind of pulling the right hip away. So we've got a little bit of traction here. So just kind of let that happen. Let the right arm come up. Now here, we're loading the lateral line. So that would be TFL into IT band, all the obliques, lateral obliques, internal and external, as well as the lat. And we're just reaching that nice and long. Oh, I'm going to feel so tall today, right? Let's go the other way. Right leg around the left. Rotate to the right. And we're just going nice and easy. We'll drag that thumb up so we get length on the left side of the body. Nice and long. Good. Lots of space between the ribs and the hips. Okay, good job, guys. All right, let's take that right into a high plank position. So high plank is just going to be long arms here, and we're going to go slow mountain climbers and just open up the back side of the hip that way. So right here, or the front side of the hip. Right here, fingers are nice and spread. Nice high plank. Take that right leg up by the right foot up by the right hand. But the real focus here is on the left leg, getting long in the back. And then we go the other side. We're just going to go 3 each side here. Now, can you add the world's greatest stretch? Let's do it. So we're going from a slow mountain climber into the world's greatest stretch. And it really is a great stretch. I don't know if the world's greatest stretch, but I'm good with it. Nice big reach. Other side. And good. All right, let's take it right up into a split stance. So we'll go right leg in front of left and a nice strong stack to the front side. That means we're loading to the front side about 50, 60, probably more like 60, 70%. So most of your body weight is on your lead leg. From right here, we're going to take the back hip into the midline. Okay, so nice and easy. We've just opened up the lateral line. We opened up the front line when we did the supine face up decompression breathing. We're just going to look over the cliff, load into that right leg, rotate the left hip into the midline. Nice and easy. Good. And good. All right, let's hit the same thing other side. So right leg back, nice big breath, rotate right hip into the midline. Nice and easy. Good, good, and good. All right, so let's get a little bit of a leg swing. So we're just adding a little bit of length to the hip. So if you have a yoga block or some little thing you can stand on, even a stair, hands on the wall, and we're just going to go a nice easy leg swing. Just let the leg feel heavy in the hip socket. Good, and then the same thing other side. Now obviously when you're supporting yourself for a leg swing, you're going to get a little bit more range of motion. So that's always a nice thing to have. Good, same thing other side. So if you were supporting yourself with your right side, let's support yourself with the left side. And we'll just get each leg again. Nice and easy. And then other side. And it's okay if you get a little bit of movement through your pelvis. We're not trying to eliminate movement anywhere. We want the body to work together, right? Let's go back to that wide stance. Bring it in just a little bit. So it's more like if this is 2 times shoulder width, let's bring it to 1.5 times shoulder width. Turn your toes out. That opens your hips just a little bit. Let your knees go out. That lengthens the adductors. And then let's take that into a full squat. All the way down. Let's go 10 of those. 3. Just let the knees flare out just a little bit. 4, 5. And as you stand, push the earth away. 6, 7. And when you do your squats, whether you're loaded or unloaded, everybody should be squatting. You want to think about pushing the earth away. Don't think about pushing yourself up. It'll give you a different perspective on stuff. All right, let's go back to one more split stance movement. We're going to use that same hip rotation to the midline, and we're just adding a little bit of the reach. So we're just rotating, and we can pull the bow and arrow back with the other side and rotate into that lead leg. This is a reverse archer. It's kind of a reverse archer. So it's not exact. Just pull, and as you pull, you can start to really feel how you're adding tension and load into the lateral aspect of the hip. Right here, nice and easy. Good, easy, easy. Right hip dictates the chest movement as well. So the hip goes to the midline and the arm reaches. And through the reaches and through the hand drivers, we're able to add load and upregulation to the nervous system to activate muscle to really limit or add mobility. Hope you guys have an amazing week. I look forward to seeing you next week. And thanks again for coming here on a Monday. A little shorter today. I've got some contractors running around. Hopefully you're going to have an amazing week. Peace.